Characteristics of transition elements. When we talk about transition elements are the elements that have partially filled d orbital. So, transition elements are the elements having d subshell which is partially filled with electrons, or an element that has the ability to form stable cations with an incompletely filled d orbital. So, d block of the periodic table is going to consist of groups from 3 to 12, and that is what we call it as the transition elements. Now, we are going to talk about certain characteristics of the transition elements. So, first, if we say metallic characteristics, all the transition elements are metallic in nature. They are very good conductor of heat and electricity. They also show a gradual decrease in electropositive character when we move across a period. And because of the strong metallic bond, these metals are hard, they possess high densities, they will have high enthalpy of atomization, high melting and boiling point, and they will form alloys with other metals. And next, when we talk about the atomic radius, it is the total distance from an atom nucleus to the outermost orbital of the electron. That is what we call it as atomic radius. Nothing but the atom's nucleus, that is the distance from an atom's nucleus to the outermost orbital of an electron. And the atomic radii of the element of the 3D series will basically decrease as the atomic number are increasing. So, the atomic radii increases from 3D to 4D, and the atomic radii of the 4D and 5D transition series are very close because of the lanthanide contraction. The radii of ions having the same charge and magnitude, if it is given in the same series, it will decrease progressively when there is an increase in the atomic number, and which is because of the poor shielding effect of the d electrons. And the third property which we have to talk is ionization enthalpy. Ionization enthalpy of an element is nothing but the amount of energy which is required in order to remove an electron from an isolated gaseous atom in its gaseous state. So, the transition elements have small size which will basically result in high ionization energy. The d block elements will actually exhibit an increase in ionization potential from left to right because of the screening effect of the new electrons which is being added into the n-1d subshell. So, ionization energy decreases down the group and it increases across the period. And when we talk about the oxidation state, what we sometimes say it as oxidation number, is the degree of oxidation, that is loss of electrons of an atom in a chemical compound. So, the transition elements are going to exhibit varying oxidation state because of the minor energy difference between ns and n-1 d orbital. So, along with the ns electron, n-1 d electrons will take part in bonding. But since because of the availability of few electrons for bonding, scandium does not show variable oxidation state. So, we could say among the d block elements, the elements which is belonging to 8th group will actually exhibit the maximum oxidation state. And when we talk about the alloy formation, as we know, alloys are the homogeneous mixture of more than one metal that can displace another metal from the crystal lattice due to their comparable size, and that leads to the formation of alloy. So, a large number of alloys are being formed with the help of or with the combination of the transition metals because of their it happens due to their atoms mutually substitute their position easily in their metal crystal lattices. That is why transition elements are very much useful in the formation of alloy. So these are all the few physical properties of the transition elements, that is the D block elements.